Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Maverick Energy Group's channel, a crude oil and natural gas acquisition, production, exploration, and horizontal drilling development company focusing on select areas of North America. Joining us today, we have the pleasure of the Chief Executive Officer, James McCabe. Welcome, sir.
How are you today?
Living the dream. And yourself?
Doing the same.
That's what I want to hear. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically break this down into a few parts. We're going to dive down into the companies, the fundamentals, the balance sheet, but I want to roll back a little bit today for newer investors that might just be stumbling on here. Can you kind of give us a brief introduction and elevator pitch to exactly what's going on under the hood at Maverick Energy?
Well, under the hood, we're an oil and gas company. We are a little bit different than some because we do have a history of technology in the horizontal drilling field. As far as my background in the oil and gas business with Maverick goes back to the 1980s, and we're the basic oil and gas company, and then an opportunity arose where I had an opportunity to buy the patents for what is called the ultra short radius horizontal rotary steerable system. I know that's a mouthful, but much of what goes on in the world nowadays in the horizontal drilling business is based on those patents. And as time went by, and as fate would have it, one of our first licensees, a gentleman by the name of David LaPrade, he formed a company called USR Drilling, and he went offshore and used the technology and did a great job in improving the technology. And he's worldwide now, and he's now the COO of Maverick Energy. He brings all that technology to us. And what it really means is we have an in-house capability that is very unique to any company, especially companies the size of Maverick. That when we go into oil and gas wells, we have what I would call a force multiplier. And if a well will make 10 barrels a day, with really not much more than what your typical frac job would cost nowadays, we can increase that by 5-10 fold using the horizontal technology. Well proven. And as we got towards where Maverick is today, we're a small public company. It had gone into, you might say, remission back during the difficult days of 08 to 14. We've revived this company. We're just starting, so to speak, but in just starting, we have not only the license now to the horizontal drilling technology, which we are currently in the process of acquiring wells to use it on. We've also acquired some properties that we're getting ready to develop. And we have a phenomenal management team. So that's kind of the overall view of where we are today.
So I'll ask you a little bit about the demand here as well. How are you guys seeing kind of going from the March 2020 lows with oil to this new boom in this commodity that's outpacing the general markets by leaps and bounds, which is pretty fascinating. But from the ground standpoint, how are you guys kind of seeing it on a day-to-day operation?
I think we're seeing a lot of what is in the news in the way of shortness of supply. And in the oil and gas, we're talking about personnel. We're talking about pipe, tubular, transportation, moving. But while that is the case, the higher prices, they give us a tremendous opportunity in making economic some of the properties that would not normally we would go after. Now we're highly economic, and we don't have to compete with the big boys, so to speak. So there's a lot out there that a company like Maverick and other companies like us can take advantage of, and it's simply a matter of having the capital to do so.
And from an operational standpoint, you kind of mentioned that you guys are just kind of getting your footing here. Where are you guys looking to operate out of right now? What kind of exploration sites or drilling sites do you have currently, just to give some further insight there?
Well, we recently announced a project we have in East Texas with a company called Pegasus. And we're actually starting next week on the first of a 5-well program, which we anticipate will grow into an area of mutual interest with Pegasus on their 4,000 acres there. Highly prolific East Texas Cotton Valley Formation, well known. And so it's a big opportunity for Maverick, and it's you might say we just fell into it, so to speak, but it's going to be, from an economic standpoint, one of the better projects for Maverick. The other project that we're still doing some due diligence that we announced a while back is the 13,000 acre 249 well project in the Permian Basin, which we're still doing some preliminary work on. But whether it's with that particular arrangement that we're working with in the Permian or others, we have a significant presence there. And I have relationships with other companies that I own that do work out there, and we do see a lot of projects. So those are the two primary ones right now. But the company historically has been working in West Virginia, Ohio, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. So we still look at those states as some of our primary focuses.
On that note, James, when we come back, we're going to further explore exactly what you guys are doing and moving forward. So that's something that I would pass the question off to the viewers on. We'd love to know what you think, and consider subscribing, because as news comes down the wire, we're going to continue to update you guys here as well. But on that, stay cool, stay awesome. And as always, I look forward to catching you in the next one.